Hey guys, my name's Logan or Cream Tag, and today I'm going to be reviewing your guys' cars. A little while ago I put a video out on my Instagram and I said that I'm going to be making a video reviewing your guys' cars, and a bunch of you guys sent me your cars to use for the video. Basically, to explain how I'm going to be rating these cars, I'm going to be rating them on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being like, for what it is, it's the best build you could possibly do. 1 being it is the worst possible car, and that car literally could not be in any worse condition. In between 6 to 8, it's good. I like it. You know, it's well done. It's a good car. 9, 10 is like, 9's being like, it's amazing. Maybe there's a couple of things that you could do differently, or a small things you could do to improve it. But other than that, it's about as good as it gets. And 10 being it's perfect, there's nothing else you could do. And then 5 is like average, you know, you got a long ways to go, but it's also could be a lot worse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my phone here and I'm going to be looking through all your guys' DMs, and at the same time I'm going to put it up on the screen next to me here so you guys will be able to see exactly what I'm seeing on here, and we can look at the cars together. Let's see what kind of cars you guys are driving. Alright, so the first one, we're going to start off with a good one. This is a friend of mine. This is Dave's car. It is a 2001 Acura Integra, but there's something about this car that makes it special. That's that it can do this. It doesn't just shoot flames. It's turboed. I'm pretty sure it's running around 8 pounds of boost, and this car is super clean. He spent this last winter tearing the engine apart and pulling everything apart, cleaning it, and getting it ready for the turbo, and now it's boosted, and it is fast. I've had the opportunity to drive this car in person, and it is so much fun. It is an absolute blast to drive, and yeah, I mean, it's really just a great car. Here's the turbo here. So for Dave's car, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I know this car, I've been in it, and I've driven it, and it is an absolute blast. It's really well done, really well put together. It's an absolutely solid car, and I don't think that you could really do much of a better job than he did with this car. I think it's really well done, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in the future with it. I give it a 9 and not a 10 because, I mean, there's some things with the paint, you know, a couple of chips here and there, but I mean, overall, like, it's absolutely beautiful, really well done, and I'm incredibly jealous of you, Dave, because I want this car. Alright, so this next car is from Levi Reader. It's an Audi S6. Honestly, from the outside, it doesn't look like much. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice car, you know, it's a luxury car. There's nothing really super special going on with this car, you know, just seeing as it's completely stock, other than the fact that being an S6, it has this. It's got a V10 under the hood, which is crazy because it's this almost just regular looking car with basically an Audi R8 engine in it. Now, I'm probably gonna get flamed in the comments for saying that, but this car is basically a family-sized Audi R8. It's super cool, super fast, and I haven't actually seen this car in person, but I would like to be able to see how fast this thing goes. And I've heard audio clips, and it sounds amazing. It sounds so good. And it's also got OEM Recaros too, which is pretty sweet. Now, what I would rate this car, this one's a difficult one because it's a nice car, but it is stock, so I'm gonna give it a 5. You know, there's nothing unique about this particular car over other versions of this car because it's stock. Put a little bit into it, you know, spend a little bit of time on the car, and easily I could see it being like a 7 or an 8 without much done to it. Just gotta add a couple of your own touches to it, I guess, to make it something super special. Alright, so this next car we got is a 1998 Honda Prelude. We're gonna have a couple of Hondas in here, just, you know, that's kind of the follower base I got. So, looking at this thing, it's, here, I'm gonna turn up my brightness so I can see a little bit better. You know, it's nice. You know, Preludes are sweet. I love Preludes. I would not mind to own one at some point. It is stock. So, what I would really do, it's hard to tell the condition of the paint. Me personally, I'm really big on having nice paint. This car, I'd probably paint it or wrap it, whatever you would prefer. Color, white always looks really good on Preludes. Always looks really good on Preludes. What I would do is I would probably paint it, color, whatever you'd want. I'd get some decent wheels for it, and I would lower it a little bit. Not like slam it, but just lower it so you got like some decent fitment. Other than that, I mean, it looks like your headlights need to be cleaned up a little bit, but again, that's super easy. I've done that multiple times, and it takes no time at all. But I mean, other than that, it's a nice car. I love Preludes. It looks like it's in decent shape. I don't see any rust, which is a big problem, you know, here in Canada. We deal with rust a lot. If you got rust, I'd clean that up, but it doesn't look like you do. This one, I'm gonna do same as the last one. I'm gonna give it a 5, just because it's not bad, but there's nothing really unique about this particular Prelude. So that's why I'm gonna give it a 5. All right, so here's the next car. It's kind of a step away from the Hondas. This is a 1998 BMW E36. Let's take a look at this guy. So from the looks of it, looks like stock wheels. I don't know if those don't look. I honestly don't really know these BMWs that much, but those don't look like they came off an E36. They look kind of big for the car. It is slammed. I like it. It looks clean. I like the headlights. The headlights look nice. Oh, that's rust. I'm going to give your car a 6 because you've clearly put some effort into it. But I think it still needs a little bit of work. Your rear bumper doesn't match. It looks like you got a little bit of rust on your quarter. The wheel size just isn't for me. I think a slightly smaller wheel setup would be better. Something maybe closer to OEM. Again, I don't think these are OEM, but they might be. So it's an E36 coupe, so it's kind of hard to hate on them. But it definitely needs some love. I can see you've definitely put some time and effort into this. I'm going to be honest, the fitment's not it. I'm a little bit partial. I do like these old BMWs. They're cool. But at the same time, it could use some work. I'm going to say that it's not stock, so you got something going for you there. It could use a little bit more. All right, and for the next car, we've got a 93 Acura Integra. I wasn't expecting getting these second gens. I really actually love these second gens. I've almost tried to buy a couple before in the past, and I like this. I like the black. I think that the red Honda badge looks good on the black, and the headlights look really nice on this. I like your wheels. I actually really like this. Some better photos would probably help, to be honest, but going off from what I can see, it looks like it's in really good shape. I like your fitment, your wheels are nice. I like your headlights. I think the kind of fishbowl, look to it with no tint. I like that. I think it looks good with the black, adds a little bit of contrast there, which you don't see often. I like the clear signals in the front and everything. I'm going to give this one a 7. It's good. I like it. It's nice. It's clean. What would I do differently? I don't know. I'd probably get, a brighter wheel. I'm not a fan of dark wheel colors. Honestly, I don't think there's much I would do. I'd maybe change the seats inside just because I don't really like these stock seats. It looks like your interior might be a tan. So if your interior is tan, I would change that up. But other than that, it's clean. It's nice. I like it. Here we go. Here's a nice one. This is a 1989 Honda Prelude SI. This is nice. I really like this. I like the color. It looks like a dark brown or maybe a black. It's hard to tell because this photo it looks brown, but this photo it looks black or almost purpley just based on the lighting. I'm going to assume that it's like a dark brown based off of this picture here. I like this. I like this a lot. Your wheels are nice. Your fitment is so nice. That's perfect for this kind of car in my opinion. Looks like you got a stock exhaust on it. So it looks like you've lowered it. You've put wheels on it. I like your little duckbill on the rear glass. It looks really good. I just love these third gen Preludes. I want one. I'm gonna give this one an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I just love how clean it is for such an old car. It being this clean is really impressive, and the fact that you've kept it pretty close to OEM. It's OEM plus, how to describe it. It's got wheels. It's lowered. Looks like a front lip. And that rear glass duckbill. It's nice. It's stock looking, and yeah, 8.5. I love this car. This is really clean, and I want one. All right, so the next car we got is from another buddy of mine, Matt. He's got a 09 STI, and I like this thing. He's got a Veris wing on it now. He says it's not in the picture, but I can't remember exactly what tune or whatever it is that he has on it, but it's tuned, and this car is fast. It's fast. I rode in it, and it goes, and it sounds really, really good. Turbo blow off, all of that, everything. It all sounds amazing. And what I like about it is it's not obnoxious. You see a lot of these, Subarus looking super, super obnoxious. And this one's clean. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Cosmetically, there's not a crazy amount done to it. Little things, but cosmetically, it's still pretty factory. But in terms of power, it's putting down power. I appreciate that. I think he's more focused on performance rather than just looks, and I respect it. So that's why I'm gonna give it a 7.5. All right, so the next one we got is an '07 Civic Si. I actually really like these cars. They're kind of slept on in a way. You know, they got a good K series in them, and they make a decent amount of power with little work done to them. Yeah, it's nice. I'm not a fan of the wheels, to be honest. It's not my taste. I think that a white wheel on the white paint would look good. I think white on white always looks good no matter what car it is. You say you have a Honda, but like you didn't tell me what exactly, like what kind of power you're putting down or what the Honda is doing. So I can't really judge it based off of that. I'm going to give it a 6.5. You know, he's put a little bit of work into it. It's nice. You know, it's a good car. Could it use more work? Yeah, it could, you know. But I mean, a Honda is a big thing, you know, that can make a huge difference on a car like this. You know, you can tune when VTEC's kicking in. You can do a lot of tuning very easily. So I'm going to assume that this car's got a good tune setup on it. So yeah, I'd give it a 6.5. You know, it has a lot of room for improvement, but it's also already in a decent spot too. All right, so this next one's kind of a cool car. I met this guy in LA on my road trip. Kyle's a dope guy. He helped me out big time with the Cream Integra with some, you know, simple issues we were having while we were down in the States. And he's got a very, very nice Integra. I believe it's a GSR. Yeah, it's a GSR. And he's got a JDM front end swap, you know, tons. I'm just going to show you this car. All right, so I'm editing this video right now and I realized that my camera just stopped recording while I was filming this video. So basically, I'm just going to finish off what I was saying about Kyle's car here. And that's basically that. It's an amazing car. It's super cool. I'll keep having me scrolling through his Instagram while I'm talking right now. But yeah, it's a really cool car. I like it a lot. He's got like an NSX 5-lug conversion, like NSX, not Integra Type R, NSX, and like a ton of other stuff done. You know, he's got the JDM front end, and he painted the car. You know, every little bit on that car has been touched, and it is probably the cleanest and best setup I've ever seen on a DC2, and it's beautiful. You know, I've seen show cars like at shows like Weekfest, for example, and they're nice, you know, even like Integra Type R's and whatnot, but I don't think that they even measure up to Kyle's car here. It's really that cool. I think what I like about it so much that literally he's done everything to it. Everything's been changed. Everything's been modified in some way, but it's all been done very, very tastefully. You know, it's not like cheap or whatever. He put the time in. He put the money in. He learned a lot with this car, and I really, really respect it for that. And because of all of this, I'm going to give this car a 10. I don't generally say this about cars, but I genuinely don't think that for the setup he has, I don't think that there's anything he could do to make this car better. The paint is immaculate. You know, he's got like perfectly done JDM front end swap. He's got Mugen, tons of stuff. You know, he's got like really good fitment, everything, high quality parts all throughout the car. If you guys want to actually see a little bit more about the car, you guys can go check out my YouTube video that I did while I was down in LA. It's on my profile. Go check it out. It's super cool. It's just an amazing car. Really, really well done. Good job, Kyle. I'm looking forward to seeing that car again. Hopefully, you know, come down to LA. Maybe you come up to Canada. Who knows? But yeah, would love to see you and the car again. Basically, that's it. And I'll jump back into the video now. Alright, so that's going to conclude the video for today. If you liked it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, post notifications, all that good stuff. It really helps out the channel. If you guys DM me on Instagram and I didn't use your car in the video, don't be upset. It's not because I don't like it. It's just that there's a lot of submissions and there's only so many that I can fit in the time period for the video. And on top of that, there was a lot of Integras, which is super cool. It's dope to see all your guys' Integras. But I also want to keep a little bit of variety for the video to keep things fresh. So if you guys want to see a video where I just review all your guys' Integras specifically, let me know in the comments section down below. I would love to make a video like that if you guys want to see it. I'll likely do more videos like this, so if your car didn't get used in this video, it'll likely get used in a future one, so don't be upset. All your guys' cars are great. Don't be upset if I didn't rate it as highly as you thought I might. I think all your guys' cars have a lot of potential, and they can all be 10s if you put the work into it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. See you next time.